Hey there, everybody. I'm King 5 meteorologist Leah Pezzetti on this Thursday morning. It's been a little bit of a gray start to the day, but we will see the skies clear into this afternoon. A couple of big headlines that we continue to track. That thunderstorm risk will still remain in effect as we head into our evening hours today, Thursday. And the other big headline is the cool down. Temperatures are rapidly dropping today compared to the 90s we observed the last couple of days. We're also continuing to watch some rain chances into this weekend. Nothing major, but definitely something I want you to know about as you get your weekend plans going. Let's talk about the red flag warning that is in effect through our Thursday daytime hours. Everywhere in pink is under this alert from the National Weather Service. This does include the coast and a good chunk of the Olympics down south of Puget Sound, and then a portion of our Cascade foothills. Really, everybody in the Cascades probably has a chance of seeing some thunderstorms this afternoon. The concern with these storms is that we don't have a lot of precipitation affiliated with them, and so if and when they do develop, they would be dry thunderstorms. No rain. That just brings lightning. The biggest concern is going to be lightning and then wind as well. So should a fire spark, it will likely spread quickly. This alert is in place until 10 p.m. tonight. Radar imagery as of this morning, and satellite as well, showing clouds in western Washington. We do have a few cells moving over the Pacific that are producing some lightning, and that is a great testament to the concern into this evening. It is there just off the coast. It absolutely could sneak into western Washington. For the remainder of your afternoon, the clouds that have been pretty stubborn in the afternoon or in the morning will clear by the afternoon. Temperatures will warm into the 70s. It's a lot cooler than the last couple of days. We've let the heat advisory in western Washington expire. It does still remain for eastern Washington. Everywhere in orange here is under this alert for our daytime hours today because of highs into the triple digits. It's a welcome sight to see some cooling after what we've seen the last couple of days. On Tuesday, we observed a high of 93 degrees at SeaTac. That was the warmest we had been so far for the year. And then yesterday, we upped that. We beat it. 95 degrees was observed at SeaTac. Now that is the warmest we have been so far this year. The fourth time we hit 90 degrees this calendar year. By the way, normal for this time of the year, the average amount of times we typically would see 90-degree days, when you look at all of our historic data on record, usually 3 times is the magic number that we would surpass 90 degrees. Yesterday's 95 marks 4 times. Now, we have officially seen 90-degree days. We also did pick up a teeny tiny bit of rain, 0.05 of an inch of rain, in fact. So not a lot, but that just goes to show you that the thunderstorms that moved through were very dry in nature, much more lightning produced compared to rain. Let's take a look at our temperatures before we unpack that thunderstorm potential. Here is our look for highs today. 70s expected, mid 70s to the north, into the upper 70s down to the south. A lot warmer still off to the east in those 90s and 100s. For tomorrow, we'll warm things up a teeny tiny bit. So today is a good at least 15 degrees of cooling compared to yesterday. And then into tomorrow, we'll warm up just a few degrees back to those 70s and low 80s. By the way, today's highs, when we look at those 70s, that is perfectly normal for this time of the year. That is exactly what we should be doing. Today is a seasonal day. All right, now let's talk about that thunderstorm potential. Here's our outlook from the Storm Prediction Center for today, for Thursday. The highest chance for thunderstorms is going to be down to the southeast. You see that dark green shading there. But technically speaking, everybody in the entire state of Washington does have the potential to see some thunderstorms as we head into our afternoon hours today. However, some places have higher chances than others. This is what we call our CAPE. This is basically energy instability in the atmosphere. It's fuel for thunderstorms. So into this afternoon, we do see a little bit over the Olympics. We see a good amount over the Cascades and then off to the east. So those are likely going to be the places that have the best chance of seeing that thunderstorm potential. I will say that yesterday it played out pretty much exactly the way we thought it would. It looked like it was going to stay down to the south, and that is exactly what we did. We saw thousands of lightning strikes in the northwest yesterday. But now let's talk about the precipitation or lack of. As of Thursday morning, a couple clouds, a couple showers over along the coast, but that's going to clear into the afternoon. So this is what we're looking at this evening. 5 p.m. here, pretty much no major rain chances heading our way. No rain chances at all. I'd even take a minor rain chance at this point. And that is when we have that chance for those thunderstorms. So that's that concern for that dry lightning. Tomorrow morning, we're waking up to clouds. So Friday morning, getting your day started with some gray skies, a couple showers down to the southwest, but that will clear beautifully into the afternoon, making way for a spectacular Friday for us. Into Saturday, we are going to see some showers start to develop. It's very weak in nature. A very weak disturbance is moving in on Saturday. So at this point, models are showing clouds to start the day on Saturday. This is your Saturday morning, 10 a.m. here. A few sprinkles over along the Olympic Peninsula. It looks like that cloud cover will be pretty socked into western Washington. Sunbreaks are definitely possible. As we head into the afternoon, those showers push in, but they really fall apart as they move in. So a few isolated, very, very minor showers moving in. This is Saturday evening, 6:30 p.m. is what you're seeing here. I will say, though, we're still at least 48 hours out from this. A lot of times these models overestimate, and then the closer we get, they tend to back off and dry out a little bit. So I know, as someone who is planning a major life event for this year, how focused we get on Saturdays in the summer. I'm sure there are so many events planned for this weekend. We could sit here all day and list them all out. I don't want you to cancel your Saturday plans. Yes, it will be cloudy. Yes, we do have rain chances. It's not going to wash any event out. If it does rain, it will likely be spotty in nature, hit and miss. It will come, it will go, hundredths of an inch at best. So no need to panic here. As we take a look at smoke, haze is also something we've been talking about. The nice thing about this disturbance is it's going to clear skies out. It'll bring nice, fresh, clean air. So into our later morning hours, and today we're going to see some of that haze lift up. So a lot of the worst of the smoke is going to be down to the south, and then of course off to the east. That's where we've been tracking the worst of the air quality. But then with that disturbance moving in, it's going to push all of that smoke off to the east. It's going to give us that nice, fresh, clean air. This is Friday evening. So people planning events, yeah, okay, it'll be a little bit cloudy, but at least we won't have any wildfire smoke in the region. That is definitely a win there. Temperatures will continue to stay cooler than normal into the weekend. Tomorrow it's perfectly seasonal. Friday we jump slightly above average. Remember I told you average is 79 degrees. And then we cool to slightly cooler than average into the remainder of the weekend. Your 7-day forecast shows you really not a lot of change to report. We do have those minor chances for showers on Saturday and then some into Sunday as well, but same thing, it looks very weak in nature. And then we'll level things out, bring back some sunshine, bring back some seasonal temperatures. Overall, next week looks absolutely perfectly mild. We're really just going to keep an eye on those thunderstorm chances as we head into today. But of course, the King 5 weather team will continue to keep you updated on the very latest. Have a great day, everybody.